Good afternoon, teacher Angel. Today I'm going to present my lesson plan from and this video presentation from this last evaluation. So we have here about the institution, the San Alfonso Marici School, in an estimated time of 55 minutes. I put 55 minutes because I consider that is a good time to keep the concentration of the students at 100%. Because after that time I think that the attention comes slower and on that way. In the third grade with the level pre-A1. So what skills and context are we teaching for this class is that we're going to improve the skills of speaking, writing, listening, and writing, listening, and reading. Just short phrases for the intention of this class. About the concepts that we're going to take a look is the family member vocabulary. We're going to teach the student to know and difference, which is father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, and the possessive adjectives like Mike and his and her. Adjectives like to describe family members like younger, older, tall, short. My brother is taller, and my older brother is shorter, and stuff like that. He is, she is, and also the students should be able to describe family members by giving their name and relationship that they have. After that, we have here the little table of explaining how we're going to by teaching this class during the time. So the first one is the warm up. We're going to guess what family members it is the teacher will have to show it with flashcards or images, and the teacher will ask who's she or who is him. For materials, we have flashcards and images in the time of 5 to 8 minutes. I put the 5 to 8 minutes in each list because I think that it's important also to ask if the students have some questions. Then we have from the presentation, the teacher shows a picture of an example of relative and models of father, mother, and images like that. An example, this is my aunt. Her name is Gloria and she is 40 years old. She's kind and funny. So we're applying here the adjectives, and also we are also showing how to describe them. So after that, the teacher will write a little board. This is my blank space, and three other sentences like that in order to the students can try to um, resolve the sentence. So after that, the teacher will have to explain or correct in simple terms. For the practice, in the real practice, we have three activities. In the first one, we have to match students. Uh, the first activity is identify and match. The students will have to match the pictures of their family members, their names, and write two adjectives describing them. For example, my mother my mother is 42 years old and she is taller than me. So, but he's kind of angry sometimes, but I think he's a kind mom with other people. So I extended a little bit more, but you know the example. So for the activity, we have to use a worksheet to write the sentences, and we have a minute to make this activity. At least two or three sentences, because this is the time that uh, I put to keep the tension going on. For the activity 2, we have sentence completion based on a picture. We're going to show a picture, and we're going to respond like, "This is my," and a picture of older man. This is my grandfather for logical situations. So for that, we're going to use a worksheet, and this should be take no more than 10 minutes. Then the last activity is the students will practice reading their description with a partner. After that, the students will have to, with the sentences, practice them with a partner. So they're going to see each others and say, "How old is your father?" "Yeah, my father is 45 years old. He's very strong and he's a very kind person." And this is the way how we're going to practice with the students, trying to switch words each other in order to make it normal to speak it in English with other people, because it's not the same practicing than applying it in a real life. So it should be taking no more than 15 minutes in this case. Then for the production, we had that the students will choose a real or imaginary relative and write a short description following the structure given by the exercise. Volunteers share orally. So for the activity, here we have an example. This is my sister. Her name is Sophie. She's 13 years old. She's kind of loyal. From the notebook, this is the material, and it's going to take no more than 10 minutes. Then from the wrap up, the teacher will ask the 3 to 5 students, how did you describe, who did you describe, and how old is he or she, depending on the first question. So the material for this one is just the student's answer, so it's not a physical material actually. So this should be take no more than 4 to 5 minutes to see if the class is getting is improving if we're teaching. So for the assessment, could be formative or summative. In this case, will be like more formative, because for this type of topics is, for my opinion, is necessary at least to teach it with 100% concentration at least 2 times. So we have here observation during the practice activities, checking the sentence completion in the assessment, taking the activity 2, oral descriptions in production stage, and the criteria for this formative assessment will be like correct family vocabulary, if they mistake father or mother or uncle and aunt, that is normal when you're learning English, the correct usage of his and her, and the logical use of adjective. So if you see an old man, you don't have to say young man. It's not possible. And here I'm sharing a little video for the students to take a look, and this is going to be easier for them to understand the topic. It is not gonna be hard for them. Also, the purpose of this lesson plan is that the students can take a first look of this topic, but it's something that needs more than 55 minutes to cover this topic. If we want to teach pretty well and don't have like any opportunity area to improve them. So this is the lesson plan, teacher Angel. So thanks for taking a look of this video. Hope you have a great night and take care, sir.